We are now going to take a look at setting up the testing server in Dreamweaver. Now, I don't have the course files installed in Dreamweaver at this point. If you have been through the book chapter on Dreamweaver, there are screenshots showing you how to install those course files, but I thought I would do it very quickly here in order to set it up on my system so you can see it in action. But if you need more details, because I will go through this very quickly, you will want to go out and take a look at the book chapters. So I'm going to go to the Manage Sites interface. I'm going to click the New button, and this website is going to be called Unique Vacations. And I will go ahead and make this a capital. Now, this site name is what you see in the Dreamweaver menu right here. I'm going to browse out to my files, and this will go into the C drive, the XAMPP folder, if you're on the PC side, or if you're on the Mac side, you'll go out to your Applications folder and go into the MAMP folder. And inside of both of these testing server environments, we have a htdocs folder. And I'm going to browse out to my course files. We move these into this area in a separate movie. So here's my Unique Vacations folder. I'll select that folder. Make sure that folder is showing down in the lower area here, because this is actually what gets registered in Dreamweaver. Click Select or Choose. So I'm on the C drive, XAMPP folder, htdocs on the PC, or on the Mac side, this would be the Applications area, the MAMP folder, htdocs. Now we're going to move into setting up the testing server area. So if you already had your course files set up, where you would be, I'll save this information, is you need to get back to the Manage Sites area. You can use the Site Manage Sites up here, or you can use the drop-down in the Files panel. Both of those get you to the same location. I'll select my website and click Edit. So here is where we left off. Now I'm going to go into the Servers area and set up our local testing server. In order to create a new server or make Dreamweaver aware of it, I'm going to click the plus button down at the bottom left. And this we're going to call our testing server. In this version of Dreamweaver, you give this server a name. If you're using a prior version, prior to Dreamweaver CS.5, this interface will look a little bit different, but the concept is the same. You just won't have to give your server a name. So we're going to connect using the local network. Notice my options changed, and the server folder we're going to use, I'm going to browse out to the C drive, XAMPP folder, htdocs, Unique Vacations, or on the Mac side, this would be the Applications area, MAMP, htdocs, Unique Vacations. So I'll make sure I've chosen that particular folder. Now, in the web URL, in the Mac installation movie, I'll be showing you the situation with the web URL. On the PC side, we're going to use localhost /unique vacations /. On the Mac side, you may need to use a port number here after localhost, but I'll talk about that in the MAMP installation movie. So go ahead and watch that. If this does not work on the Mac side, you will need to add another port number. So I'll click the Advanced tab, and what we need to do is tell Dreamweaver what testing server language we're going to be using. So this drop-down here shows you the various options that are available. You can work with any of these server-side languages within Dreamweaver. We're going to choose the bottom one, PHP MySQL, and that is all we need to do. We can click the Save button. So what we just did was we made Dreamweaver aware of where our testing server is located. In other words, we're telling Dreamweaver XAMPP is our web server. We're also setting this up as a local connection, and I'm going to check both of these checkboxes. This is our remote testing server, and it's a testing server specifically. Now, I could uncheck this, and that's just telling Dreamweaver, okay, that's where our PHP testing environment is located. So there's a couple of options here, and part of that determines if you have to upload every file each time. So let's go ahead and uncheck remote. This is more if you're working in an FTP environment where you have to upload to a completely separate server. For our development environment, I'm just going to set it up as a testing server. I will click Save. Now this message here in Dreamweaver tells you that Dreamweaver is storing that testing server information. Every time we open this website in Dreamweaver, it will be available. So this is simply saying, okay, Dreamweaver's saving our testing server information, so we don't have to keep entering it. Now I'll click Done. And we've now made Dreamweaver aware of the fact that we're using PHP and where our web server is located. We'll be working in a few of the panels to show these particular features moving forward. I'm going to double-click the Styles panel, just double-click the word CSS Styles, and double-click Databases. There we go. And I don't have a file open right now, so this is grayed out. But you'll see this area is going to look a little bit different as we move forward. This is where we'll set up our database connection within Dreamweaver, and we'll set that up in a different movie. So we'll be moving into working in these 3 tabs throughout the course. For now, we've just made Dreamweaver aware of our testing environment. We will use another movie to confirm that it's all working correctly. So we finished setting up our testing server in Dreamweaver.